Hi Scorpio, how are you guys? Let's do your reading. So wow, just pre-shuffle. Let me show you. Pretty much have a really full, strong message already in the pre-shuffle. We are going to lay out a spread, but I just want to share this with you real quick. So just warming up, shuffling the cards. We've got the Two of Water, so Two of Cups. Okay, could be Pisces energy. Lots of emotion though. So Two of Cups is two people who give, two people who give equally, two people who love each other. I can't tell you guys enough how strongly I was getting a message of hold your composure and hold your position. It's not an element of, you know, lunging forward or taking action. It's not pulling away. It's just holding ground where you are. Okay. So Two of Cups, Justice. This could be a Libra you're dealing with, but Justice is, sometimes it's legal. The sword is down. That's not as active, right? So something is going to balance out. Here's that. Oh, I was thinking this was Temperance, but I am feeling major Temperance. We'll probably get Temperance, but this is Temptation. We got it twice. So the Devil card twice. This is hold your ground even when it's hard. It's like holding your composure, not reacting, not underreacting, not overreacting, just kind of like a smooth, mellow indifference, you know. I'm not sad, I'm not mad, I'm just indifferent, but I know my value. And something may challenge you. There might be something challenging you but it's going to work, it's going to even out. And this is basically saying, I'm not ever going to tell you guys not to stand up for yourselves when you need to. But looks like a situation that you're going to be tempted to react. And this is saying, oh, hold your composure, okay? Doesn't mean you can't necessarily react. This is not really encouraging that though, okay? But this is just pre-shuffle, so this could be totally separate than the message that comes through. First two cards that came out were these two. It was, yeah, the King of Pentacles and the Hierophant. So again, strength, wisdom, balance. This is someone very stable. Now, this could have to do with taking the advice of somebody older, wiser. You know, the Hierophant is about truth, tradition, ethics, family, could be a counselor. But there's definitely an element of wisdom and maturity here. This is often like counseling, somebody counseling you. Either that's something that it's encouraging you to do, or it's a reminder to take this position, this older, wiser, you know, you don't see a priest, think about it this way, you don't see a priest reacting to gossip and like, you know, getting all uptight or like chaotic and reactive, right? Okay, so that's the best way I can explain what I'm feeling here. And there it is again with there's the Temperance card. So the holding your composure, it's not being walked on, it's not responding, it's being very balanced even when there's a challenge. See that? The Devil? Sometimes the Devil is toxic behavior, unhealthy tie, but we've got, it's feeling like a challenge. Here we have, that's where your success is going to come in. Okay? So let's lay out a spread. How are you? Okay, stick around to the end because we're going to do something fun, like either a yes-no question or a question and a regular question or a yes-no question. Wow. Did y'all see that float on out? But we're gonna do something fun at the end, like we might do charms, we might do a question or a yes no, we might use the pendulum. I'm not sure. We could do an intuition test. We're gonna do something fun at the end, and I'm also gonna ask you guys for help. There's something I really I'm gonna ask you guys to try and help me with if you'd like. Okay. So anyway, we got Queen of Pentacles. Again, stable, resourceful. This could be a power couple. Could be a power play. Okay, what's challenging it? Yep, back and forth. The Two. So I wanted to tell you guys also, I felt like maybe twos and ones, because we got the 11 card here. maybe those numbers are significant, but we'll pull some charms and numbers too, probably at the end. So Queen of Pentacles, balance, balancing stability in a topsy-turvy world. Okay. Being able to maintain that balance. It's not easy. Okay, again, strength, balance. Look at that. And there's an 8, the strength card. So this strength card represents being able to tame that lion energy of lion and lamb. Strong perseverance. It looks like you have been doing that. Maybe you're getting stronger at it. It's becoming easier. We've got Knight of Swords. Wow, somebody who comes rushing in, or somebody did come rushing in. Somebody may be under attack. I don't know if this has happened yet. There's a message coming in the future position. Page of Wands. Pages are messengers. We're going to expand on that. Look at that. Ace of Pentacles. Some sort of stable, lots of stability here. We'll ask some love questions and get real specific for those of you who want love. If this doesn't turn out to be a real clear love reading, but it probably is love. It could be work, but you got to put it where where it fits. Ace of Pentacles, often a gift from the universe, an opportunity, something beautiful that screams stability. Magician, Aries energy. This is it's the I am card. It's the magician has all the tools he needs to create, manifest. We're going to also, I think we're going to go back to manifesting in the comments too, because I think that went really well. We did that like, I don't know, a year or two ago. It just empowers. Whenever we manifest and then support each other's, like if we thumbs up everybody else's manifestation or intention in the comments, then I feel like it's, not only is it in the video, it's circulating all over the world, but on and on and on. And then we can each go in and give each other, add power to it by thumbs upping each other's intentions. Okay, so we've got 2 8s here. Remember when I said watch for 8s? See that? This magician has a strong energy. So I'm saying that's you. And then in your environment, we have progress, making peace with where you are now, with what's happened, taking what happened to you and turning it into what happens for you, making progress out of it, using it as growth and not a hindrance, So again, in the advice position, we have, this is not taking action. Now, this is the waiting card. Okay. It's icing here, and my daughter needs to be picked up. So I had to check my phone, but we're having a winter storm. Okay, so anyway, this is the waiting card. Now, of course, be selective in your waiting. You don't want to wait for a person. You always want to be taking action towards things that you should be taking action for. So we might expand on this, but this is, again, there's an element of stay steady, stay strong, steadfast. Okay, keep your eyes on your goals. All right, so then we have the 8 of Swords. Feeling trapped, tied. Interesting. So the 8 of Swords, this speaks of somebody that feels stuck in a situation. They're not stuck. Got ashes on me. She could wiggle out of those ties. Those aren't tied real tight. She's got one foot on the ground and one foot in water. So that's stability and emotion, right? She could hobble out of that. She's not as stuck. So this is an outcome, is realizing you're not stuck. Even though you may have some things going against you, it's like perseverance. This strength card is also perseverance. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Ooh, progress, working together. Three of Pentacles, collaboration. You may have a good news coming in about a job or an opportunity. Interesting. Okay, the very next card at the top of the deck is the Empress. I felt the need to shuffle those, so I'm going to just look at these. Something's getting cut out. Wow. Cutting something out is going to be very freeing. Queen of Swords, she sees things clearly. And it could have to do with your value. And you don't need to give or prove. I mean, if this is, okay, in work, yes, we do want to, the most important person that you prove yourself to is you. Because you can't adjust yourself to prove to other people. You prove yourself to you, and then those that fit your energy will, join in or be in your circle or come your way. But this feels like not altering yourself to be in someone else's vibe, It's like this might be an element of, okay, in regards to love, this is not needing to earn love or prove yourself or prove your value. It's asking your future self, what should I do? Go within for that kind of clarity, not finding it outside of yourself. And this is, not overgiving. It's going to be very freeing if you can get to that point. So, side note, those were at the bottom of the deck, but I did feel the need to shuffle, so I'm going to, those will come back out if we need to go deeper. But I wanted to get some clarifying cards. Let's just get some clarifying cards. This is a very positive reading. It's a strong element of you having abilities to manifest. Okay. Again, there's an element of healing, right? Doing the healing work that needs to be done. Not taking action. That's the Four of Swords. It's taking, it's not over. Whatever this is, it's not over. But it's also not something you need to press at. It's more of a allow. Okay, wow, there she is again. So, sorry, hold on. I'm sorry, you guys, my daughter. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. Remember I said Wheel of Fortune? Look at this. We got the World card, a cycle completion. This looks like a return. Something from the past. You got 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, and Wheel of Fortune. So somehow it kind of feels like this is all about not proving yourself to anybody but you, and then whatever else is meant to be kind of follows suit. Others see your value that way. I feel like there's something else I was getting though. But this is amazing. So this is perseverance, keep going. Like, for example, you wouldn't want to start a YouTube channel. Like if you were to start a YouTube channel on just getting, and based on what's going to get a bunch of views and a bunch of followers, but it's not true to who you are, then you're going to be kind of imprisoned by it. So maybe some of you are feeling imprisoned by a situation that you've built upon, and it's like, okay, so like if you get a following based on X, Y, or Z, and then as you grow, you don't grow that following with it. You stay imprisoned to whatever that theme was. Was it pranks? Was it whatever? Was it the dances or whatever? And then you have just such a limited audience based on that. and then you don't grow that project. This is way off. You don't grow that project with you. And so then you eventually become feeling imprisoned to something that you just like you've outgrown. It's got to grow with you. That's why you're never going to be able to satisfy or be content and not feel imprisoned if you are trying to please others. You have to do what is true to you, something that you're not going to outgrow, or something that even if you have done that, don't stay stuck there. You grow. As you grow and expand and change, then that what you put out into the world goes with you. Okay? There's some element of being afraid of don't be imprisoned by feeling like you have to put out a certain image or product. Look at the 3 tens. That's crazy. See that? The XXX. Whoops, not that one. That's pretty crazy. You got the Wheel of Fortune, which is a 10. You got the 10 of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. But this is about doing what you are supposed to do, okay? What's being true to yourself. So whether that's love, it's being true to yourself. Is not being true to yourself is a doomed plan. It might get you a bunch of views or a bunch of followers or whatever, or immediate success, but it's long term gonna struggle. Because you're not gonna feel satisfied. This is crazy. Wow. Wheel of Fortune, progress, change. Didn't we have change? Okay, change. Wheel of Fortune, progress, forward motion, destiny, fortune, then followed by the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. This is love and money. Let me expand on that. Also, for some of you, it could be a message to expand, and maybe you are still in a place where you're in a positive place with where you are, and this is a reminder to not stay in one narrow, direction, to expand and have some diversity, something like that. And then there's money. Wow, 4 of Wands. Just stay on track, stay on target, but don't sell yourself short to try and or portray an image that's not you. Be true, be authentic. I want to ask a Cup of Love. That's definitely love. 3 of Cups. So this is celebration twice. Let me ask just some real detailed love questions. Scorpio, what's happening in love? Truth, clarity, victory after a battle. I feel like once you start being true to yourself and your authentic self, then the person that's meant to be with you is going to be with you. Tell me about this person that Scorpio is thinking about. Could be a future person, could be a past person. Oh, somebody's not letting go. So hold your ground. Hold your ground. Don't back down to what you know. There it is again. Don't back down to what... Don't mold yourself into something that's not you, okay? To try and fit into somebody else's idea. You got, looks like a reconciliation, just set judgment, second chance. Wow. Yeah, there's going to be a new beginning here. Look at this. Could be with the water sign, Queen of Cups. Lovers. Somebody's going to want a new decision. You're going to have to make the decision. I think it's going to be in your hands. You got some major love coming in. That's not the major message. The major message is to be you. Okay. Okay, so let's ask you guys just do a free question. What do you want to ask? And we'll see what comes out. Okay, it can be a yes or no, or it can just be a regular question. So, and then we're going to pull some charms. I'm going to ask you guys for help here in a minute, okay? So here's the answer to someone's question. Your true love is already part of your life. Wow. Here and now. I feel like that's the answer to a lot of questions. Okay. Here you go. Forgive yourself and another will help you move forward. Okay, we are going to pull some charms. These are pretty crazy. Pretty clear message there. Be true to what you want, who you are. So I'm going to ask you guys, first of all, let's make sure we put our manifestations and intentions in the comments and then support each other by doing a thumbs up. But what I wanted to ask you guys for help is to help me get the channel back on track, because I'm at a place where I have to decide, I have to figure out what I'm going to do for the future of the channel, because I can't keep going the way it's going. It's just not picked up by the algorithm. We have more subscribers now than ever, but the videos aren't getting, you know, pushed through. So, you know, can't pay your bills that way. And I'm a sole parent, for those of you who don't know that. Anyway, so I'm going to ask you to help me out, get everything back on track. So you guys can make a huge difference, like, immediately. So what we're going to do, what I'm going to ask you to do is go into the YouTube search, you know, bar, and then search Tuesday's Tarot. And then pick a video, watch the entire thing, hit like, leave a comment. If you don't want to leave an intention or a manifestation, just put Tuesday's Tarot in there. Put your sign in there, what zodiac sign you are. I love when you guys put intentions in there, because then we can all go back and thumbs up your intention and add power to them. But I'm just asking you guys to put some activity on the channel. So if you want to help the channel and ensure it has a future and we can keep going, then this is something that could really make a difference if you guys will do that. So just go into the search and put in Tuesday's Tarot, pick a video, watch one. Also, you could click on a playlist, and, you know, while you're not even on your phone or computer, and let it play while you're off doing other things, you know, something like that. What was the other thing I was going to ask? Yeah, just hit like. Oh, also tap the bell and make sure see if your notifications are on. I know some of you don't like to do notifications, but if you don't mind and you are able to, click the bell and hit, you know, make sure your notifications are on. So that just all activity will help me so much. I will be so thankful. Look at that seahorse. So we got an HRI. Wonder if that means anything to anyone. There's an A. Let's zoom in. Whoops. Should I move these? HRI. Where'd the I go? I lost the I. There it is. I'm a mess. Anyway, so I thought, like, I've been beating myself up because I thought it was me. And I think some of my videos, you know, I went through kind of a big growth and awakening and healing process last year. And so I'm sure some of my readings weren't as good as they usually are, but I was really beating myself up over, you know, the fall in the channel. And then now I'm finding out that it's not just me. So anyway, I do appreciate all the comments too. Okay, let's see what this says. After all this time, I want to say that it says oh, it says always. I wanted to say aloha. Okay, there's an N. There's an O. What kind of looks like horon, hooray. Here's a moon with a star. And every fair from fair. I don't know, can you read that? There. Okay, here's another star. So Aquarius may be significant. Here's a kitty and a bunny. Maybe Easter is significant. There's a palm tree. There's a cat that just jumped up on my desk. You want to come up here? See? You guys, I think my baby is getting close to dying. I hate to say that, but this happened like a year ago, and I did the reverse aging stuff on her, and she got better. So I think I might have to do that again, but she's really skinny now. I have to wait. I have to get her, fatten her up before I can do that stuff. What are you doing? Don't mess up my cards. Can you say hello? Can you get your face in here? Look, she's got one blue eye and one green eye. Callie, look at the camera. She won't leave me alone. She wants to be with me every second. Okay. Which I love, of course. Okay, so 3, 2. She's, how old is she? She's like possibly like 18 years old. She was a rescue, but she was as old, she can't be as old as they told us she was, so she's at least 16, 17, 18. Okay. She was my grandmother's rescue. Okay, so we got 3, 4, 2, 2. Oh, and those will total up to an 11. 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So another 11. So remember when I said in the beginning, 11s felt significant? Okay. Remember, I am always with you. Dream, design, achieve. There's a G, and there's footprints. This is like, it reminds me of that, that story of Christ where he's, there's footprints when you look back at your life, and there's, like Christ says, I was always with you, and then there's, at some points, there's only, okay, no wonder. These keep coming out in my lap, and I didn't realize it, but there's a tear in the bag. But so Christ says, so then the person asks, well, what about those places where there was only one pair of footprints in the sand? And Christ says, those were the times that I carried you. It makes me want to cry. Okay. Peace, brave, strong, happy, thankful. There's an A. Oh, here's an I love you. Here's a courageous, Aries. So there's some baby, there's a blank. There's some baby element, energy here, and there's an L. So I don't know. You could see there's halo. Could be halo, Harlow. But anyway. All right, you guys, please do that. Please put your intentions in the comments. I want to go through, read all your intentions, and just trying to add energy to them, thumbs up them. And if you would, like I said, if you want to help me, which I would greatly appreciate, this channel is 100% free. But if you would go into the search box, type in Tuesday's Tarot, go to my channel homepage, click on a video or a playlist, and watch an entire video. If you can, please click like, leave a comment, just stimulate activity. You guys could literally get us, this channel, out of this place and get it back on track even better than ever, if you guys will all do this. But at the very least, put your intentions in there, or put Tuesday's Tarot in your sign, and everybody else can come through and thumbs up and help, send you positive energy, okay? All right, Scorpio, I love you guys, and I will see you soon. I'll see you in the comments. Bye, Scorpio.